Hey everyone, hope you're all doing good. I wanted to talk about the Federal Reserve raising interest rates another quarter point. So we're sitting at a whopping 0.75. I know, not even a full percent. And I've noticed some people already come out like talking like, oh, there's going to be a market crash and, run for the hills kind of thing. And I don't have enough insight to really make that bold of a prediction. But I do think since the market was going sideways for like what seemed like all of 2016, I think mainly just because of the election run up, because everybody invested in the market wanted to see where it was going to go, and then once the it was final or the election to finish, then it started going up, and then on top of that, they're raising interest rates, so the Fed is doing what they can to curb inflation by raising those interest rates, and then people are seem to still continue investing. Now, I don't know if it's something that's going to crash off that or not. We're definitely out of our cycle. We're like every like 7 or 8 years, I believe. Just kind of like that I don't want to say a restart, but like a check back where like we'll have a big run up and then we'll have a drop and then we'll have a big run up and then we'll have a drop. And we didn't really have that drop essentially. We had like we had that sideways action going, but there wasn't really a stiff drop. But I think there's just like a lot of speculation with that. Me personally, like I'm gonna keep investing. I don't. I like I said, I don't know enough to make that big of a prediction where the market's gonna crash or not. But I'm just gonna continue on. But just I've been noticing people talking about it more. And the Fed raised once like was it 2015, one in 2016, and then early 2017. And the last raise they did was only 3 months ago. And this is still only really like two or three raises in like over a decade. Like we were at zero for like the longest time. So I think the Fed probably could have done a better job by doing that sooner because, I think they were just scared, because like the recession and everything. But it looks like some stocks reacted very positively to it. At least my penny stocks here all gained a little bit. And I had a couple trades because I was testing this cash account to make sure I wasn't getting any PDT kickback or anything. And I made three trades for positive gains, which is good. All of them about like only a few percent. You know, I'm still, I'm still learning, still going through the process, still trying to stay green. Like at the end of the day, like I might make small trades, but now I can do them freely, thankfully, with the cash account. But like, I still kind of, I take it slow. I'm not trying to rush into this. I wanna keep staying positive on it. But I bought TGB and then I sold it for let's see what I buy it. I bought it at 105, then I sold at 109, and GLUU. I think I said the other day I bought at 103, sold at 105. BSTG bought 111, sold 113. So just a few dollars um change. And I'm trying to, like I said, just trying to go slow at it, and still in my account. No PUT or whatever, so that's awesome. It's just that unsettled funds. You see that I have to wait for that to clear before I could actually use that money again. And I think that's the only downside with the cash account. The instant account, like the name implies, it's instant. You you put money in your account, it's there instantly. You buy a stock and then sell it, and that cash is available instantly. With a cash account, you have to wait like that 2 or 3 days for everything to be cleared, but you don't get caught up in the whole PDT thing, so that's kind of good. So right now, of my thousand or whatever, basically, since I did three trades around $300 or so, you see I only have 665 for buying power. So I still gotta wait for that $300 to clear, which probably should be like Friday or something. I'll probably get it back, but that's one of the reasons why I talked to my video. Like I'm trying to make into like a 10% of my total. So like basically 10 trades, $100 each. That way I could trade and cycle, and then that way when I find new stocks and I'm buying them, the money that I bought and sold from a few days ago will come back in and clear. Then I could use it again. I don't want to just buy $1,000 worth of a stock and then sell it, and then I can't make a trade for a few days because I have no money in my account. But that's kind of where I'm at with this. And I think for the first time in a little bit, like I finally came in because like I had a bigger drop for a little bit, and I wasn't trading because I was like in the middle of moving. So now I'm kind of starting again, and it's kicking up. So I'm pretty happy about that. Um, and some people were asking about how to switch to the Robinhood Cash account. I kind of talked about it a couple times, but you just go into your menu here and you go to your account and you come down the bottom here and where mine says Robinhood Instant right here. It'll have a different thing for you if you're a Robinhood Instant account. It'll say like, do you want to downgrade or do you want to switch to a cash account or whatever. And it'll also have like the 3 or 4 bubbles under the pattern day trading thing, letting you know if you have any pattern day trades. But yeah, with that whole interest rate, I think that definitely gave me a little bit of a boost up with these stocks, which is kind of why like I sold earlier. I wanted to sell this one, but I bought in NM at 170 because I was looking at a resistance, and you can see like it's kind of going sideways around here around this mark, and I'm hoping it bounces up because like even on a 1 year here, like around 170 or so. Like this is where kind of like this last peak was, like between 160 and 170. And then it coming over here now where it's at, it's around like 160, 170. So I'm hoping it'll continue and bounce up because this overall trend right here you see is kind of uptrending. So I'm waiting for this to kind of go up and then I'll get rid of it. But now I don't know what's going to happen with this PDT. I mean, with this interest rate. Will that knock it down? Will everyone's fears of people talking about the market going to crash or whatever, is that going to do anything? And I think that's just a lot of over speculation, but we'll see what happens. Right now everything's green though, so I'm in positive territory, which is always good. But I just kind of wanted to give a quick update on that. I know like a lot of people are probably going to be talking about that within the next few days, to see what happens, because two interest rate increases in 3 months, it's kind of a big deal because like I said, we haven't before we started doing interest rates in 2015, we haven't had one for like a decade, so it's getting to that point where the market's ramping up. They're trying to curb that inflation because the stock market's so high. If you look off like that 2008 to right now, you'll see that sharp dip, and then just a sharp run up all the way till now, and then in 2016 kind of going sideways. So we'll see what happens. But so far with these penny stocks coming back in after a week or two not trading, like I'm happy that it's doing good. And you guys have asked, about some stocks, like what I'm watching. I still kind of have the same ones in my list here. You see NAK, MUX, BPMX, DGAZ, GLBS, TECK, PIP, AXAS, TGB, BSTG, and GLUU. I kind of keep them all on my list because now that I can do a cash, I can buy and sell on the same day. So if I see like one of these stocks kind of gapping up, I can get in and get out real quick and not have to suffer a penalty, which is nice. But then again, like I said, I have my day job, so I'm not always watching my stocks. Like I said, that's why I swing trade, because I don't have like the free time to be able to be looking at this constantly. So, and then of course, like I'm sure some of you all empathize. You have to do the same thing I'm doing, try to make extra money. But hopefully, what people are saying and the market going down isn't gonna happen, and we just keep going up. But we'll see what happens. So, with that, if you guys have any comments or anything, as always, let me know. I do my best to get to as many of them as I can. I've been noticing now more and more coming in a lot, and and I try to do my best to answer them all. So if I miss your question, I'm sorry. It's not my intent to miss it. It's just a lot. Sometimes a lot are coming in. But and as always, if you guys like my channel, like help me out, click like, subscribe. I'm gonna keep going with this, and and as I'm learning, how to trade penny stocks and get better at it, I get the opportunity to show you all and try to help you all out, so that way you don't make the same mistakes I do. So with that, I'm gonna call it quits, and I'll talk to y'all in